Yo, what's going on? It's Saiyans, back with another new series of videos, laughing my ass off. Let's see how long I can make this last before I give up on it. Today and for many weeks, I hope I'll be uploading a video once a week covering 5 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. This is all thanks to Anime AJ starting up a Dragon Ball Z rewatch with the community on Kaizenshuu and Reddit. If you're interested in participating, the link's in the description below. These videos will not be in most heavy detail compared to my other review videos and will not be very long. Just want to give out some quick thoughts I have on each episode and mention some things I've learnt from other knowledge Dragon Ball enthusiasts such as AJ and Z Hallums, etc, etc. Just want to note, yes, I sound like a dying animal. It's because I've just come down with the flu, also getting through the stress of the Christmas rush and retail work, so sorry if I sound fucking horrible. Alright, give me a chance here guys, since I'll be trying to one take these. Okay, first episode I believe is called Mini Goku is Just Precious, I'm Gohan. I really enjoyed this first episode. It gave me so many nostalgic feels towards how Dragon Ball debuted with its original episode series. Main point of reference is the tiger. The new soundtrack by Kikuchi is sweet, and I love how they kept some of the classic tracks in there as well. Also, other things I loved about this episode. 1. Raditz VA is fucking cool, and yes, I'm watching this in sub. The Piccolo stare-off scene has never felt so tense. 2. I know most people think it disrupts the pace, which it semi-does, but I personally enjoyed the Gohan sequence. Some shows I like to be hit with crazy shit off the bat, but sometimes I just want a more upbeat, less serious tone. It's not a bad one either. 3. Wanted to mention I like the Chinese vibes, but AJ already mentioned it, damn it. 4. Last House is an interesting animation studio, being a lot better in their earlier days, and I'm enjoying learning about them. Until now I have known basically nothing about them, and I'm heavily desired to learn more. Cool, second episode, the strongest warrior in all of history is Goku's brother. Okay, first positive off the bat, which is easily debated by the community, I like the consistent track used for the flashbacks. Personally added that layer of nostalgia for me going back to the show, but I also see the positives with using a mixed track from the show for your flashbacks. People can at me on this one. I used to be a blind dub hater and shit on the sub version when I only watched 3 videos with sub track on YouTube, but not after watching Dragon Ball, now starting Z and also watching Super. I find it more difficult to return to the dub. Nozawa is amazing, especially in this episode. Her serious tones give me chills, especially since she was the light-hearted, innocent voice approach to Goku, so when shit gets serious, you feel the tension. Oh wow, Goku has a permanent scar on his head, how did I not know about this before? Swearing starts to take a step up from this point on in the series, I like it though. Jesus, they crammed a lot of lore into this episode. It's a bit disappointing that the entire flashback has no animation, but it's also genius by the producers. They were able to get through an episode much more efficiently, cutting corners by doing this. By giving us so much more story to focus on, we tend to not think so heavily on the animation side of things. I still enjoyed this episode regardless of that. Also, the dead bodies on the beach gets me every time. This is how you start an arc. I can only think of 2 arcs that debut to this level. Lastly, Kasai made a great storyboard, so hats off to you, sir. Episode 3, alright, this is the strongest combo on Earth. This episode is a very neutral one, not one I would do thumbs up or down, but some positives though. The title card is really cool. The scene with Krillin was hilarious. Honestly loved the idea of the original trio fighting against Raditz, but then when Piccolo steps in to partner up with Goku, Nemesis teaming up was so much better. Want to also give a quick shout out to our proud sponsor Chevrolet. Thank you for not asking Toei to demonetize this video, I appreciate you. Sigh, this will not be the last time we will see sudden power buff. I understand Gohan is meant to be the prodigy fighter, but I feel it demeans all of Goku's progress in the original series, having Gohan be on a similar level to them in the first fucking 3 episodes. Last positive to throw out there, the sound effects and silence used before the fight begins is awesome. This is the first noticeable debut of Yamamoto and Z, the now chief supervisor and head in charge at Toei. Although I don't like the big ears, it's not too off-putting. I definitely noticed a more interesting storyboard in the second half. The pacing was a bit slow this episode, but this is Dragon Ball Z for you. Episode 4, Piccolo's trump card, Gohan is a crybaby. Okay, this episode is by far the best of the 5. The angular animation is just something I can't get enough of, it shines successfully in this episode. I believe it's mostly due to the amazing staff Sagacia has, with the likes of Shimanuki, Hisada, Tate, and Kato. This episode is mostly action, so not too much to cover, but I want to touch on the idea of a peace disruption scene before the fight begins, with a butterfly falling off this flower, and a groundhog stopping what he was doing due to the fight beginning. Not the first time this has been used in terms of action anime, but I really like how it was used here. Final episode for this week, episode 5, Goku dies. There's only one chance left. Now after only 4 weeks, Last House is back again animating this episode. I believe for the time they had working on this, the art and the animation didn't come out half bad. Obviously the storyboard and overall art was not as strong as episode 1, but I believe they still pulled it off. The producers chose well with the tracks used in certain scenes on this episode. This is something that the Japanese dub has always had over Falconer's work. When it comes to a serious scene, they can appreciate not throwing in track after track after track, when sometimes some silence is the best thing. Maybe I'm stupid, but I don't recall a cell being used for a deaf common in the series, but I liked it being used. If you guys have made it through to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much guys for watching and listening to my thoughts on the first 5 episodes. If you guys have your own opinions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video.